What's up, beautiful people, to another episode of Pursuit of Destiny podcast. It's me, Ricky Jones Jr., back again for yet another podcast, which happens to be part 2 of a discussion that we started back on a Tuesday. And I will say, for anybody that is new to this here podcast, new to this here channel, please go ahead and check out part 2. And while you're doing that, go ahead and subscribe and follow by way of whatever platform in which you are listening to, or YouTube if you are viewing there. However, this here podcast is all about helping you get from where you currently are and allowing you to pursue your destiny, which inevitably means allows you to living the life that you were destined or purpose or born to live. Okay, and that's something that you do every day when you are allowed to walk within your destiny, man, which is so cool. And I even say and use the word allowed because it's something that you have to give your choice to make room for. Okay, and I'm even slowing down right now because it's even the topic today. I believe there are three keys that are necessary for allowing you to pursue your destiny, and there's so many things within them. However, 1 is environment, 2 is information, and 3 is choice. With part 1, we started to talk about information as it pertains to the internet and how there are so many tools and resources there for you to allow for you to get new information. And why is information important? Because information allows for you to know new things that you currently don't know. And information is necessary because you are where you are right now, wherever you are, based off of the information you know, or the beliefs that you have, or the environment that you are in. But nonetheless, as it pertains to information, you are where you are because of what you know. Everybody knows enough to be where they currently are. And I say currently are because that could be the job that you have, the home in which you live in, the car in which you drive, the people that you are associated with. You are where you are, right? And we are where we are, and we start where we are to go to where we want to be, where we want to go, or to live the life of destiny that we are here to live, right? And so with that being said, let's just live it to the fullest, man. Let's just have the most and do the most out of life. But let's talk about information because, hey, it's out there, and we talked about the internet, but then there's also books. I love books, and I say that, which it made me start to pause. But anyway, I do love books because, and I will say, I wasn't always one to love books or like books. There was a time in which, and I actually matriculated through elementary, middle, high school. I received my bachelor's degree. I even have a master's degree. And within that scope of time, I probably only read and this is even a stretch, 3 books from front cover to back cover. 3 books out of all that time, right? And I mean, I don't know. I was doing enough to do enough, right? I was doing enough to do the assignments and things like that. However, I wasn't reading books because, 1, I didn't like to. I thought it was a waste of time. I thought it was boring. I was always wondering, what am I going to get out of this? And the list goes on. However, it was probably, if I'm 32 now. Well, actually, yeah, no, I'm actually 33. I'm 33 now, man. I just had a birthday yesterday. But anyway, I'm 33 now. But with that being said, it was probably about 6 years ago, if not 5. I realized, man, if I want to do more, if I want to experience more, if I want to be and have a better quality of life, I have to start learning more. There's like information out there. And I started praying like, God, like, how do I receive all of this information out there that I want to be able to do the different things that I want to do, go to places that I want to go, meet the people that I want to meet, and achieve the different things that I want to achieve. And God was very clear in saying, you need to start reading. You need to read more. And I was like, okay. Of course, I was a little apprehensive in the beginning. However, I started to pursue it, and I started to do, and I started to read. I forgot what the first book that I read. However, it was one that then led to another, which then led me to start buying books. I was buying 2-3 books at a time. It wasn't a time that I did not have a book come into the house monthly by way of like Amazon or whatnot. But I started reading books. I started devouring books, and then started gaining more and more information. And I started to realize, like, man, there's a lot of information within these books. Oftentimes, successful people write books and are giving book deals that allows for the readers to be able to realize what they learned, see what they did, learn about the different pitfalls that they ran up against, which then will allow for the readers to not make those same mistakes. Oftentimes, successful people and success leaves clues. And so within those books are the clues to the success in which the writer or the author or the person in which the book is about has left. And so, I mean, there's so many things there, ladies and gentlemen. Like, books are key. If, also, the Bible is so very useful, so very key. Not only is it a book of inspiration, a book of motivation, but there's even a book allows for you, or the book, the Bible, allows for you to see yourself in a new perspective, in a new way. Every time you open the book, every time you read the Bible, I will assure you that you will see something about yourself in a way that you didn't know before. However, that's my book. Find your books. Find the different books that works for you. However, I'm saying all this to say there's so much information, so much useful and vital information that you can find within a book. If you need some books, let me know. I will recommend different books that I have read. And even like I said on part 1, I may start even talking about, well, I won't say I may, I will start talking about the different books that I'm currently reading, or even books that I have read that pertains to the different topics and subjects that we talk about. Because again, we want to help you. We want to help you. This here and whole podcast is here to help you go from where you are to where you want to be in life. And you know where that is, right? And we believe that once you start to pursue it, you'll start to live out your destiny, because burning within is who you are and what you were purposed to be, what your function is in this world. And when you start living that out on a daily basis, you're now living within your destiny. And doors, again, will be open for you that you would not be able to open for yourself. Opportunities will come knocking at your door that you wouldn't be able to phone or ask for a lifeline for. And that is what destiny looks like, okay? And we want that for everybody, man. Just think, let me just say this, right? And we'll talk a little bit more about information before choice. However, just think if everybody in this world was living within the purpose in which they were born to live within, what this world would look like. Like, my goodness. Okay, that might be too far-fetched of an idea. Let's even just talk about cars. If there were all the cars that were mobile on the road today, if they all were operating within their intended function and operated to the max capacity, like, wow, what would the interstates look like? They won't be so complicated. And you could say, oh yeah, that's because of user error and all of that. Okay, cool. Like, let's just say the users operated correctly. If all those things were the case, just think of like how smoothly the roads would be. There would be no accidents, there would be no malfunctions, and the list goes on. But I say all that to say, and I tried to attempt to paint the picture enough to say that, man, if you can, others as well can. If we all can, what a world we would live in. Okay, and so information is one of those things that will allow for you to go from where you are to where you were destined and born to be. Okay, so go get it. Go find it. Go to seminars, right? Find yourself in areas in which people are doing public speakings and things like that. Because not only will you get new information, new perspective, but you will be around people that are within that same mindset or are preparing or striving towards the mindset in which that seminar or that speech or that talk has to offer. Which I definitely want to start doing those different things, like going to different webinars, seminars, not so much webinars, but seminars, events and things like that, where I get to be in the presence of people as they actually are doing the speeches that they're doing, just to receive the information that's being said, but then also to be around others that are in that same vein of thought, right? Because then we can start to connect, we can start to network, we can start to figure out how what we do, I'm talking about me right now, but what I do and what they do, therefore what we do can be done better. And usually, and I love the whole idea about unity and community, but usually you can do what you do so much better and sometimes so much faster when you're linked with the right person, the right people. The right person could take you so much further than you are currently by yourself, right? And that's even as it speaks to spouses. Like, man, the right spouse can take you so much further than the wrong spouse or no spouse, right? Anyway, that's neither here nor there. That's not what this topic is all about. So we have environment that we talked about, part 2. We talked about information. Now let's talk about choice. Once you change your environment or start to get out of the environment that you're in, even if it's like around the people that you are, which even as it pertains to people, right? I heard it said, which is a phenomenal saying. However, the saying goes like this: either you change the people that you are around, or you change the people that you are around. In other words, you allow for people that you are around to have a different mindset, or you may just have to change to people that you are around, right? But anyway, that just drop that right there. But now let's talk about choice. Here we are talking about choice and the choices that we have to make. We have to make a choice. Once we change our environment, once we have the information that we need, we now have to make a choice. Make a choice to get up. Make a choice to make a change. Make a choice to do what's right. Make a change to stay along the course of what's right. We have to make that choice. And I use the word choice. There's so many different words that could be said. Choice, decision, make a stamp, whatever, whatnot. However, I say choice because we all make choices. This is something that we all make each and every day. When you started your day, you made so many choices within the first 5 minutes of your day. You chose whether or not you wanted to, if you use an alarm, turn your alarm off or hit snooze. You made a choice after that to either get up or lay down and stretch or wipe your eyes. Like me, I like wipe my eyes for like at least 30 seconds. I don't know why, but I do it. But nonetheless, we all have those choices, right? After that, you have the choice of either getting down with 2 feet or getting down with 1 foot. Left foot first or right foot first. Looking at our phones or not looking at our phones. Getting up, using the bathroom or brushing our teeth, getting something to eat or getting some coffee. Telling the kids to wake up or not telling the kids to wake up. It's so many choices that are made within that first 5 minutes. And I say all that to say we all have the ability to make choices. However, the question is, are you making the right choices daily? However, hey, if you want to pursue destiny, you will make the choices necessary to pursue and to do the things that are necessary to allow for you to live life light, right? And I say light because when you start to operate within your purpose, it comes easily, one, or more naturally than others. But more than anything, it allows for you to give you fresh energy for the day. And usually people are not excited. People are stressed. People are not looking forward to going in because they're not doing what they were purposed to do. They're just doing something to get beneficial, usually money, but benefits on the other end. And that's not the life that you want to live. That's not the life you were destined to live. You were destined to live a life that was exhilarating, that was exciting, that is purposeful, that is meaningful. But more than anything, you were destined to live a life that gives a gift to this world. So often we're determined to receive different things. However, we are here to give. We are here to give of ourselves to others and be a benefit to them. Now, the goal is to give your gift and it be financial reward on the other end. However, it should not be like the forefront of your mind. However, when you have that, now you're flowing, you know what I'm saying? And you're able just to have fun, which, we all gonna get there. We all gonna get there. For those that listen to this podcast, you will get there. For those in which you share this podcast for and with, you all will get there too. And I'm saying that to say, let's make the choice. Let's make the right choice. Let's start today. The right choice today, if you make it right, will prepare for a better future tomorrow. However, we can't affect or even do anything in the future. We can only do the different things that we can do today. However, what you do today, what you choose today will allow for a better tomorrow and a better day. One thing that I even started to do that I found very helpful to live like a purposeful life or a life along my destiny is to, at the end of the day, write down 6 things that I want to accomplish. 5 or 6 things, right? 6 is a good number. Or 7, right? If you're uber deep. 7. Write down 7 things that you want to accomplish tomorrow. And just write those things down, right? And write those things down knowing that tomorrow you will have the opportunity to do it. And sometimes you may not be able to knock out all 7 things, but that isn't a reason to beat yourself up, knock yourself down, or anything like that. Certain things take certain amount of times that you may or may not have allowed it for. However, it's a list. So let's say you were able to accomplish 4 things out of that 7 list of things. On that night of, you then write 3 more. Or 4 more things because you're able to do 4. So you just write 4 more things. Don't write 7 more, which will give you a total of 10. No, just write 4 more because each and every day you should wake up with a set number. Let me just say that, right? The number 7 in this example, I currently do 6, but I'll bump it up to 7. But nonetheless, there are 7 things that I want to do and accomplish each and every day. And what this does, the night before, if you're thinking about planning ahead for the future, is it allows for you to start a new day with accomplishments or things that you want to achieve in mind, which gets you going, gets you excited, gets you to jump out of bed once that opportunity clock, as some say, goes off. You jump out of bed and you're excited, like, man, these are 7 things that I want to get done, 7 things that I can do, 7 things that I will do, and you go for them. Bop, bop, bop. And then you may be able to add certain things, right, to the list. But I'm saying all to say choice. Choice makes a difference, right? You can choose right now to stay where you are, which, hey, it's your choice. It's your prerogative. However, what I choose, I can't even speak about me. What I choose to do is to progress not just a day, but to progress daily. There's something that I want to learn through life or in life each and every day that will propel me or better me and make me better for tomorrow. So I take each and every opportunity. I'm assessing what's going on around me. I'm aware of what's taking place, and I am aware knowing that these are opportunities for me to grow. These are opportunities for me to learn different things. These are opportunities for me to be able to allow those things that I'm learning, information, right, to be able to equip me, going to my auxiliary belt, to be able to be purposeful, to be better within my destiny. And let's just make the choice, right? You have the choice today. So I'm gonna end this podcast with the idea that you have the choice today. You have the choice to pursue your destiny. You have the choice to live out what you were born and so desire. You know your desires. You know what you desire to do. You know what you desire to be. You know what something that you would do with your eyes closed, or you would do if you weren't even getting paid. If you were given the call right now to do X thing, you would take that call. Here's my thing, right? If I was, just put it out there, if I was given the call to do and to host Family Feud, I would take it. I don't care if it was being filmed in Antarctica. I would take it, drop it a dime. Here I come, Family Feud, I'm there, right? We all have our thing. But nonetheless, you know what it is that you want to do. Start pursuing that thing. Start going after it. Start finding out the information necessary to do it. Maybe change your environment so you're in the environment and area in which it's being done. So you even start to, be along that vibe, be along that flow of what's being done in that area and in that space. And I'm saying all this to say, great people, the opportunity is yours. The opportunity is each and every's opportunity, even each and every person's opportunity each and every day to pursue their destiny, to do what they were born to do, called to do, and have the ability to do uniquely than other people. Okay, so let's make the choice. Yep. Let's make the choice. That's what we're going to do. We're going to end this week off my birthday week. We're going to end this week off knowing that we're going to choose to do what we need to do. Okay? And no longer will we use excuses, which that's a whole nother topic, but no longer will we use excuses to hold us back or the blame game of somebody else holding us back, which that's a whole nother thought. But nonetheless, with that being said, I love you all. I appreciate you all. And again, if you are new to the channel, please go ahead and subscribe. If you're new to the podcast, go ahead and follow and things like that, because on this podcast, again, we are going to help you go from where you are to where you want to be, which ultimately will allow for you to live out your destiny. With that being said, peace. Make the right choice.